Hey y'all, welcome to day 4 of my posting challenge. Sorry, my light just changed colors by itself. Okay. Anyway, um, my topic that I want to talk about today is similar to my last sit down topic. I know the video before last was like me walking around. That video is actually 2 months old. The one before that, day 2, that is the last video I actually recorded. So I decided I wanted to talk a little bit more on like a specific topic that is not like what I'm doing today. Um, so the topic that I wanted to talk about is similar to my last one, which is about just the social renaissance that is happening at the moment. Maybe renaissance isn't the right word, but I kind of think it is. I would honestly, can this light like chill out? What is happening right now? What does that mean, guys? Anyway, yeah. So I basically just wanted to talk about my role kind of in all this, and the role that I feel that Black people and Black women are playing in this cultural shift that's happening in the US right now. Because honestly, I feel like I've felt this way personally, and I'm actually seeing some proof on the internet, on YouTube specifically, since that's basically the only social site that I'm on. In it's saying that Black people are sitting this one out. And I'm actually so here for that. I actually love that. And I'm going to explain why. Because I feel like some people have an issue with the idea that Black people are not volunteering to fight this fight on the behalf of everyone. And I find it crazy because when I look back at my own racial experiences and my own personal interaction with race as it exists in America today, I don't rarely, I'll say, I will rarely see anyone stand up or speak out independently. And when I say anyone, I mean non Black people, about Black issues and issues that disproportionately impact the Black community. Um, and Black people are always at the forefront of civil rights movements. That's the way it's always been in this country. And I think we're just done. Like, as a Black woman who is part of Gen Z, I feel a sense of ancestral dread and exhaustion that makes me feel as though I don't owe these people anything. And I also just want to say, because if this video, this channel, myself is to, develop a true platform in the future that is at all like famous, quote unquote, I'm sure some things that I'm saying now early in my online career are going to be used against me in the future because I'm 21 and I'm still learning how to be an adult and form opinions and whatever. And I think that I'm someone that is very open to change. Not even I think. I need to stop saying that phrase. I know that I'm someone that is very adaptable and very prone to change, not even just adept to it, but inclined towards it. So there are things that I've probably already said on this channel that I might not agree with today. And I've started this channel only like less than 2 months ago. So if there's anything that I'm saying in these videos that is like not a fully formed thought, not well researched, not backed by a statistic, because I'm not editing shit. Guys, I don't know when I'm going to start editing on this channel. I know I said I was going to post that vlog for Costa Rica. I don't know when that's coming out. I really don't feel like editing. Sue me. Like, I'm sorry. So anyway, I say all that to say I could be saying anything and I could disagree with it tomorrow. And if you don't like that, then I don't really know what to tell you. Like, maybe you should try taking more ideological risks, and you will too find that you will say things and believe in things one day that you might not the next. And that's just how evolution and growth works. So I just want to say that before I start getting any type of hate comments, because I'm sure they're going to come. Even if this channel doesn't grow to be a substantial size, I'm sure I'm going to get hate, because I get hate in real life for doing essentially nothing. So I'm not scared of y'all. Like, it's okay. Anyway, I got off track a little bit, but before I got deeper into this topic, since I don't have like a note sheet, I don't have a script, like I haven't scripted a single one of my videos, like it's just me talking, like I'm not claiming to be an expert on any of these topics. I'm just speaking from my experience in the 21st century as a Black woman in America. That's all I can talk about. That's the experience I'm drawing from. That is the database I'm drawing from. And I'm just talking about how I feel, but how I've also seen via the internet that other people in my community feel. And I'm just talking about that. So, yeah. Anyway, was that disclaimer long enough? Like, okay. Now, yeah, I just feel as a Black woman that I'm just exhausted. Like, I feel like in general, I almost want to say, this sounds like it sounds bad, but it's not really that bad. But I feel a certain sense of selfishness in 2026 as a Black person, as a Black woman, that I don't care to fight this battle on y'all's behalf. Because as I was mentioning in my last video, there are a lot of people that are just now starting to be like, wow, like we're low key in a fucking like simulation that is run by these elites that are like exploiting all of us and draining us until we have nothing left. Okay, is this a new phenomenon? No, it's not. Is it a new social discussion that we're all having? Sure, but have Black people been saying this? Have other marginalized groups been saying this shit? Yes, because it's been happening this whole time. Since the conception of the United States of America, this has been happening. It's just only been happening to a certain group of people. And y'all were okay with it when it was only happening to a certain group of people. Now that it's happening to more and more, and at this point, the majority, now it's a problem. It's all of a sudden. And all of a sudden, you guys are calling upon the Black community to come and fight your fight for you. I just have to sit with that for a second, because I just think the entitlement that is spewing from these people that think that, guys, now it's time for us to all come together. Kumbaya. Like, yo, we've been complaining about these same exact problems for decades. We have been organizing for decades. We have been brutalized, oppressed, and defamed for decades, okay? Just for simply experiencing these issues and speaking out against them and trying to do something about them. And where were y'all? So now that the problem is in your own backyards, now that there are cameras shooting in y'all's backyards, now it's a problem that we all have to fix. Guys, it's our responsibility. We all have to do this together. But when it was just us, we had to do that shit alone. A small fraction of you stepped up to help us in our fight. Because what we were trying to tell y'all the whole time is that this fight was never individual. It affected everyone. And this is why. Because now, when people don't speak out about a certain small group of people getting oppressed, then they start putting cameras up to surveil everyone. Because y'all didn't speak up before, why would you speak up now? I don't know what's going on with this light, y'all. I'm sorry. But I mean, that's their logic. That's why they can get away with these things. That's why they can write it and write these weird loopholes. And sometimes it's not even a loophole, just blatant like legislation saying we can do this because y'all don't care. Y'all don't even care to vote for your local elected officials. Y'all don't care to read the propositions that you're voting on if you are voting. Like, y'all don't care about any of this shit. And if you don't care, if you didn't care before, don't sit there and think we're all supposed to care now because now you're mad. No, we've all been mad. We've all been mad. And I'm tired of being mad. Listen, I'm in a very fortunate position. Not because of luck, not because any of the systems that I've lived under for all 22 years of my life almost have been on my side. No, 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 not because of those things. Because I've worked my ass off through an indescribable amount of trauma. Because I'm hell bent on reaching the success that which I defined for myself. So that's why I'm in such a fortunate position that as the shit has already been hit the fan. Let's be for real. But as this particular shit in this time, in this era is about to hit the fan, I'm fortunate that I am 1 foot out the door. I leave the US for good in less than 3 weeks. But this is not because the privilege has been afforded to me necessarily for me to be able to do this. I will say that it's partially luck. It's partially divine protection. I'm very much in touch with my ancestors and my spiritual protectors. They have a huge hand in me getting here as well. But I did this for me. And I'm at the point where I'm recognizing how much of a privilege it is for me to do that. And as a Black woman, this is something that very few Black women have actually been able to experience. Even successful upper class Black women in the US, a lot of them have not had this experience because they're also, once again, we're still socialized as women. They're still socialized to depend on men. They're not necessarily looking to build wealth for themselves. They want to marry someone that's going to handle finances for them so they don't have to think about it. That's not financial freedom to me. That's not financial success to me. And that's not what success looks like at all. Like, not even just from a financial perspective. So, as a Black woman that is in such a position where I don't have any kids, I don't have a partner here, I don't even own a car, like I don't have anything tying me here, I get the opportunity to leave because I haven't tied myself so much up in the system that I now can't find the exit. But I think as I'm making my exit, my grand escape, I think about my community and I think about my fellow Americans, honestly, and what they're about to experience. And hopefully, at least I have some buffered experience since I'll be abroad. But I don't know. You might just follow me straight there. I don't know. But I think about, what are we all going to do? And I'm feeling like I'm being told that I don't have to do anything except what I'm already doing, which is living in the reality that we're all fighting for, right? And I don't know. I just feel like that is a form of silent resistance that doesn't get accounted for. And I think this it's a privilege truly to not be like preparing to go on the front lines to fight for the face of humanity. And this is something that the black community simply just hasn't really ever had the luxury to do, because all of these issues that affect the issues that affect the populace, to the extent that we're all going to come together and have a civil war, those issues have always primarily affected Black people, Black, brown people, other marginalized communities that don't even get named in these conversations. These are often the people that make up the people that are putting their lives and their bodies on the line to counteract these social injustices, right? And as a Black person, I'm just tired of it. And I think we're all fucking tired of it. I feel like we've paid our dues. We've paid our dues. We've done the hard work of y'all. We've given y'all the hope that a social movement could even enact change because we're the ones that have actually done it before. You know what I mean? And I just feel like we've done our due diligence, and y'all let us free. Like, and it's not even about letting us free from the social obligation of having to fight for all of y'all who've been telling y'all for decades that this shit has been happening to us, been saying it's been happening to y'all, and now y'all want to believe us. No, now it's too late. Now you have to face the consequences of your willful ignorance. Because that's another part that people don't want to talk about, is that all these people, I've been watching a lot of these videos. I feel like this is the most passionate I've gotten in a video so far. I've been watching a lot of these videos of people waking up and being like, guys, like, I just spent $300 on groceries, or I'm sleeping in my car. I just got laid off from my job of 15 years with no notice, with 24-hour notice. I've been watching all of these videos of all of these people having these realizations in the big 2-6, right? And I don't really feel bad for y'all. Is that crazy for me to say? I don't feel bad for y'all, because this shit has been happening to black people. Shit's been happening to my parents, my family members. Like, you think I care now that it's happening to you? When it was happening to my family, y'all didn't care. So why would I care now? Why would I care when this is the exact system I've navigated my entire life? And I still made it. So hey, you don't got a job, go to work. That's what they say, right? You don't like the country, leave. That's what they say, right? That's what I was told. So that's what the fuck I did. I got myself a job that allows me to leave. So that's what I'm doing. What are you doing? You're complaining on TikTok now, when people have been sounding the alarm on this same shit, the same system, the same people that are doing this shit to you this whole entire time. Who would have thunk it? It was never a secret. And a lot of things, something I feel like a lot of people don't realize is that they're like, now this might get a little bit into the conspiracy theory realm, but these people that are constructing this whole Truman Show, as I called it in the last video, they have been telling you this as well. It was never a secret. And like, I just feel like the fact that people are like going on social media and being like, guys, this just happened to me, like, is anyone else experiencing this? This is crazy, whatever, as if we didn't know, is like, that is the most dystopian thing of all. Like, you think that you're calling out the dystopianness of the society that we live in now. No, the fact that you're acting shocked on August 4th, 2026, that is the most dystopian part of it all. Truly. And honestly, I'm just, I shoulder shrug. That's my type of timing right now. I can't even lie. Shoulder shrug. Because like, I don't have anything to say to y'all. Like, boo-hoo. I don't know what to say to y'all. Because y'all didn't listen. And that's why we're here. Not because black people aren't doing enough fighting on your behalf. Y'all have the NFL, don't you? Oh, we don't want to talk about that one, though. We don't want to talk about the Spartanism of the NFL and the way that y'all use black pain and black suffering and black fighting as a form of entertainment. And then y'all want to put us in the military. And then you guys want us to fight for all your social liberties. What else could you possibly take for us? I'm done. From us, sorry. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. At this point, I'm doing this shit for me. And I'm doing it to show my community that they can fucking do it too, and they can live a life for themselves. That's my form of revolution. That's my form of liberation. I'm not getting on the front lines for y'all. I'm not staying in this godforsaken country to fight for y'all. Because honestly, as I've been planning and intending to move abroad, I've thought a lot about this. Because I've known that something big is going to happen soon. I've known that. And that's part of the reason that I'm leaving, and that I'm not wasting any time whatsoever. And I have felt guilt about it because I'm like, I know what I'm leaving behind. I know even if I experience a fraction of what people here that are trapped here are going to experience, like, I'm going to feel so much guilt, feeling that I should have been on the front lines. I should do my part as an American citizen. And I did it. I already did it. I did the gymnastics that was required of me to make it anywhere near the point of success that I've achieved at this age, at 21 years old. I have done like social parkour. Like I don't even know how to like conceptualize it myself. I literally discount my own efforts because it's just been so much like that. I just have to, sorry, that was a slap. That it's just been like what I can this dog it's just been what I've had to do this whole time. Like, I don't even really give myself credit for it, and I don't even really care. I don't need the credit. Davina, let's not. I don't need the credit, and I don't need anyone to say that. What are you doing, bro? But yeah, I don't need the social validation of people's. Okay. I don't need the validation from these same people that wanted to la 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 for the past 50 plus years. 200 years. 250, one might even say. I don't need y'all to feel like I did my part, because I did it. Let there be no mistake. I did it. My ancestors did it. My community has done it. We don't owe y'all nothing. We don't owe y'all nothing. We didn't even owe y'all the first notifications that y'all were getting. We could have just took action on our own. We were trying to help y'all. We said this revolution, this fight for liberty is not just our own. What did MLK say? Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. This is not a new concept. But y'all want to act brand new. So go forth. Like, honestly, that's really just how it go forth. Like, I mean, what else? I don't even really feel like I have anything else to add to this rant, because that's kind of what it just turned into, is a rant. But essentially, like, I'm leaving the US as an African American woman to live my best life for as long as this most gracious God allows me to. Because that's why I'm here. And I feel like I've earned that. And I deserve that. And not that the people that I'm leaving behind don't deserve that as well. Of course they do. We all do. That's the point. The point is that we all deserve it. And so I don't need to ask y'all's permission or have your approval or clock in, punch in my fucking timesheet in this civil war to prove that I deserve to live the life that I'm already living. No, I deserve it already. That's why I'm living it now. And I'm going to continue to do that elsewhere. So thank you for that. And to all of the people that are just now waking up, if I could say any one message to y'all, I would say, good luck, Charlie.